What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the first video of my part on the new channel. So please like and subscribe. We really need it on the new channel. So go over to my channel first. It's called LiamCat19. Subscribe there. But this is our new channel, L.T TruReview. Me and my best friend are doing it. So today we are going to be reviewing the Xbox wireless controller. So in case you're wondering, L.T TruReview is Liam and Tori, and then TruReview is just like basically a channel name for reviewing products. So today, like I said, we're going to be reviewing the Xbox wireless controller. And first I will kind of explain the parts of the controller, and then we will play with the controller on Fortnite, and we will kind of talk about it a little bit more. So first off, it's the new wireless controller, and honestly on YouTube there aren't very many good videos about it because they're all like telling you how to connect your controller, which I will do, but then they're also just not that great. So first we'll start with how to connect it. So let's say you are, personally I'm using it for playing Fortnite on iPad Pro. And on Amazon, this one said it was actually for PC and Windows, like Microsoft and Xbox type consoles or gaming platforms. But I personally used it for an iPad Pro, which is an iOS device, and it works perfectly fine. And a lot of the videos are, and honestly, I bought this, and then after I bought it, I was like, you know what, while it's on its way from Amazon, I am going to look at the reviews on the bottom of Amazon, and honestly, these were really poorly reviewed. I don't really know why, but most of them were like, oh, I couldn't get it to connect, and everyone was like, oh, it's crappy. But in my opinion, it works great, and I didn't think it was going to work for iOS, an iOS device, because it's just not made for iOS devices, but it works perfectly fine, and there's no delay or anything. So first we'll start on how to connect it. So let's say you're using it to connect to like an iPhone or iPad, just like me. I don't know for any other devices because that's not what I've used it for, but first we'll start with this. So what you do is you hold this down on like that until so normally it would be blinking, and right now it's connected to my iPad actually because I was just playing. But so what it would do is be blinking, and let's say you have not connected it to another device before. So what you would do is you would, like, let's say you have never connected it to anything, and it's your first go. So at the top right here, there's that button right there, and it has like three little kind of like signal lines, and then this, and you hold them at the exact same time for a while, and then it starts blinking really fast, like that right there. It's kind of hard to see, but anyway, and that means that it is looking for any devices, and let's say you want to connect it to like your iPad or iOS device, then under settings, under Bluetooth, it will start up, or it'll show up there. You click on that, and then immediately it'll connect. It connects very quickly. Unlike other like speakers or something like that, it takes like 10 seconds to connect. Another thing that's kind of a bummer about this controller though is that let's say you want to turn it off, you have to hold this button down for like 10 seconds straight, and unfortunately it takes a while to turn off. See, I've just been holding it down, and then now it's good. That's good. Another thing that's good to know is that when it originally came in the box, it had batteries, and I was like, why on earth would you want batteries for an Xbox controller? And I'm like, is there literally no way to charge this controller? So I watched a few videos, and I found out that the batteries are actually, like, the system it's rechargeable. So all you have to do is just get the type of cord that fits into that. I don't really know what it is, I don't really know what it's called, but anyway, and they're really common. It's like a super common cord, and you just plug that in and it charges. And to know that it's charging, when you plug it in, the controller itself will buzz, just like if you're playing in a game, and it will buzz, and that'll tell you it's charging. I don't know how long it takes to get a full charge because I haven't done it, but I just usually plug it in before I go to bed or whenever I finish playing, and it always is perfectly good. If it was me, I would probably change the batteries about maybe once a month just to confirm that, you know, the controller's doing well. Anyway, so we have B, A, Y, and X. It's the opposite for Nintendo. Like on a Nintendo controller, a lot of the things are switched, so like A and B are switched and Y and X are switched. Also, it has it's just like all of the other controllers, but to know that if your controller is a wireless controller for Bluetooth or not. So this one, as you can see, the Xbox controller is flush with the rest of the controller, but the older generations, the Xbox logo is like a separate piece of the controller when it was assembled than the rest of the controller. So that is a sign that your controller is not wireless. So, but if it is wireless and for Bluetooth, then it will look exactly like this one. I just happened to buy a red one just because it looked cool. It came in almost all of the colors you want. Let's say you want some random color, then you just search up on Amazon, I don't know, orange and blue Xbox wireless controller, and that's the first one that comes up. So let's play some Fortnite. Alrighty, so here we are in a creative map in the lobby of the creative. So the reason why I have chosen to go into creative is just so other players won't bother me. So obviously I connected the controller, went really well. Let's see, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So I am just going to crank a few 90s, just so you can see. I'm used to playing on a Nintendo controller, but this is a little bit different. So we will see how it goes. So let's see. There's no delay. I'm lagging a little bit, but I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, honestly, like I'm even lagging a little bit, and it's going pretty well. As you can see, I'm just cranking a few 90s. I have gotten a bunch of wins before. I'm not that great of a player, but I've gotten used to it a little bit. And I would say it's a super nice controller, and I'm playing on iPad Pro. And I mean, if I were you, I would definitely get it. It's not that expensive. It's like $45, and it's even cheaper at Walmart if you want to go there, which I learned later. But I mean, honestly, it's just an overall good controller. Like, I mean, I've been playing on this for maybe like a week now, and then the other day I just played on like a Nintendo controller again. And not to be rude, but like okay, for example, as you can see here, I created this map once I got this controller, and I've built all of these structures. So I mean, honestly, it just compared to like a Nintendo controller, like handheld mode or regular, it's just an overall nicer controller. And I mean, I'm talking like getting 20 bombs every single game. And I used to play on mobile. Yes, I used my fingers for this iPad when I played games, and everything like aim and building, and obviously building, everything has just dramatically improved. And the reason why I'm using Fortnite for this video is because it's just a very common video game. I've seen a few videos where people have played Minecraft, and it works exactly the same for Minecraft. And one of my favorite parts is that once you enter into Fortnite the first time when you get the controller, you don't have to change any settings. It's just format of the game automatically switches to like how it would be if you were playing on an Xbox, and the game automatically senses that you're playing on a controller, and it just does everything automatically. I'm playing on 6 sensitivity level out of 10, and I've found that it's good for me. So I mean, it's just overall a really great controller. So I mean, sorry, I'm not very good at cranking here, but and honestly, the truth is that there aren't a whole lot of downsides. One downside is that it kind of lags a little bit more, and since iPad Pro is a relatively new Apple product, this is like the 2019 model, it generally doesn't lag all that much, but with the controller it lags a little bit more. But I mean, compared to like on a computer or something, it lags very little. So I am very happy with this controller. I think it would be a great option if you're looking to play in controller more. And I mean, it's a great first controller and it's great all around controller. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and we will see you next time.